Good evening, y'all, and it's about that time where I am supposed to try hair color. And because I've kind of been doing the warmer reds, I'm gonna keep this up by trying a more natural shade with Clairol. So Clairol 6RR, that one right there at the bottom, it has a lot of nice true red tones to it. I also have 5RR, but I'm nervous that's gonna be a little too deep. Worst case scenario, I do this, it's too light, I can just go back in and, fix it. But it's a liquid color, so you're gonna be applying it in a bottle, and you're gonna be using gloves, and simple as that. And I might even show y'all how you do it. So, without further ado, y'all, let's get coloring. First step, clean the hair. I'm gonna use a clarifying shampoo, get everything out of my hair, get my color bottle, get my color robe, get all that set up. Well, y'all, this is probably the best color for Valentine's Day. Or I probably could be a leprechaun for St. Patrick's Day. In all honesty, it's not that bad. I know the light is probably making it look twice as light as it is in person, but just to give you an idea, in bright light, it does really pick up those red hues. Another thing to be mindful of too is when you first color your hair, especially if it's a red shade, it will always tend to look a lot brighter. And then after the first and second wash, it normalizes substantially. It's just one of those things that you just gotta go with the flow with it. Now, I didn't record myself putting it on only because it is a liquid color and it will spill everywhere. This is more than gel color. This is full-on watery liquid, will squirt everywhere. By the grace of the heavens, I didn't get it nowhere. And it did not burn at all because I clarified my hair. But this product stunk to all high heaven like ammonia. Ammonia is not bad, however, it was really stinky. So if y'all are inside, your house, you're snowed in, be careful with using this product because it will really reek up the house. It's one of those products that when you use it, it's going to slop everywhere, stink really badly, and if you've never colored your hair, be prepared for an assault on your nose. But it was not as bad as other colors. It actually felt really nice, and washing it out was so easy. Downside to liquid color is, you have to really make sure you saturate without getting it everywhere. Other downside is it can, run into your hair, so that just simply putting one line, going on to the next section, drawing another line, it will spread itself out, and you could even take a brush and just gently dab it. But really, really gently dab it. Don't slap it on there and make a whole mess. Other thing I will say with this hair color, I applied it with a hair color bottle. I did not use a brush and bowl. And in terms of the actual swatch, so 6R is right there, and if you see, the swatch looks very, very orangey. It is not necessarily as bright as the swatch, and I'm gonna see if I can maybe, here we go. It is not as orangey as the swatch shows. Just to give you all an idea, because the sides tend to take a lot better, this right here is done on white hair. So hair that's white, right up here I got a few grays, because remember, gray hair is just white hair, and it's hard to see up here, but some of them did not even cover after using this product. Now again, it could also be that this product does not have a strong amount of red pigment. I do have quite a bit of gray now compared to when I started this channel. So as I've gotten more, the color tends to come out a lot more vibrant than it normally does. I probably could have gotten away with mixing about, let's see, 1.5 ounces of 6RR and 0.5 ounces of 6N. Or actually a better formula would have been about a 6G. The reason being is that typically when you're mixing a hair color formula to cover gray, you really want it to, have some kind of neutral in there if your hair color line is not pure tone. Clairol is not pure tone. You know, even though all their shades say gray coverage, you really want to make sure, you know, that it can cover gray. And Clairol, even though they say it's a you know, gray coverage, not with the 6RR. You really need you know, a stronger color line. At some point I'm going to go through the swatch, but they do have a lot of cool swatches on here. There's even an 8R, so their 6R is actually a lot more brighter than the 6RR, and I think that's only because it's a lot more vibrant naturally. And the 5R is pretty nice. So this is not accurate because I do know that Clairol had revamped. They have changed their line. Underneath, which tends to take a little bit different, I did notice that there was one maybe area it did not take the best right up there. I'm sorry I'm saying y'all. But I think it overall came out really well. It could have been a lot worse. Overall, it's really, really nice. And what I did is, even though they say one bottle is about 2 ounces, I've noticed that it's a lot shorter. It's about like 1.8. So when I did the back of my hair, I got through one quadrant, and by the time I got to the second one, I was pretty much all out of hair color, because you really want to saturate the roots well. It was all on the roots only. And I mixed a second one, so I did my top 2 quadrants and all that, hairline and all that. So I used about a box, and I would say probably about a box and half a box. And the remaining hair color for the last 5 minutes, what I did was I took whatever was left, and I mixed it with conditioner, equal parts. I'll put a photo in there. And what that does is it makes a glaze. So when I mix the conditioner and what's left over with the color, remember y'all that developer decays. It breaks down over time when you mix it with hair color. So whatever I have left in the bottle, I put in a bowl and I mix equal parts, whatever's left, with conditioner. By that point, the developer's decayed down to like probably 7 volume. It's hardly even there. But it still has dye precursors and it's a high pH. What I want to do is lower the pH. By mixing in conditioner, it lowers the pH and it makes a color refreshing gloss that is safe for hair and will not overprocess it. So what I did was I took it and I put it through my mid shaft and ends, and I really got a nice color. The ends did not turn dark like they would have if I just ran the color through. This color is really even from root to tip, and it really doesn't look like it, but you know, the lighting does a little an illusion there. It really is a nice shade of red, and it's going to fade out very nice. The nice thing is that even though it looks too bright, give it a few washes and the red will totally equalize and normalize. It kind of does have that cowboy copper look to a point. Very nice for St. Patrick's Day. It's a very warm red, where most 6RRs tend to have that purpley, maybe sometimes pinky color. They tend to be deeper. This was not the case. I do like the developer. Now, they used to do liquid developer, and I will say that when you spill that liquid developer on you, it burns your hand to no end. With that being said, that is pretty much it. I like how the book also gives you a nice little example on what your hair texture is, whether it's fine. Mine is coarse. They also give you the mixed tones. I haven't seen any of those. Those were really nice back in the day. You actually could make this more of like a triple R shade. So all in all, I do think it's a nice color. Now what I did for styling is I used a cleansing conditioner so I can scrub my scalp. Cool water. It rinsed out real quick. I did not have to sit there for minutes and minutes like a cream color. It was real purpley when I rinsed it out, so it was interesting to see the final color. So after rinsing, what I did was I took conditioner, put conditioner in my hair, left it in for 3 minutes, rinsed. I did a little bit of silicone. I did Hot Body from Soma. It's acidic in pH. Seal that cuticle back up, hold in the color, make it last longer. And I just air dried it. So this is all air dried. It is wavy. It has a lot of body. and it looks really, really good. The color, I would say, is very moisturizing. It does not make your hair feel poofy. It's very nourishing. It had a really nice odor minus the ammonia when it dissipated. It felt really nice on the scalp, very conditioning and hydrating. Definitely a moisture-based color. Deep penetrating for sure. It really does a good job at absorbing. And other than that, there's not much to say about it. I think it's a great color. I think that it absorbs in real well. So ultimately, with the timing too, I will say this. You want to process this the full 45 minutes, especially if you got naturally dark hair like I do. This can lift. Higher developer, the better. I did 30 volume. You probably could even do 40 volume if you want it brighter, but just know you're going to expose more of that orange tone. So 45 minutes, especially for processing it with 30 volume. And mixing guide is equal. It's just 1:1, except for the high lifts. If you want to brighten your color, choose a level 2 levels lighter. If you want to match and blend gray, 1 level lighter. And that's about it. So with that being said, y'all, let me know what y'all think of this color. Let me know if any of y'all have ever used Clairol Professional 6RR, whether it's the liquid color or the cream color. They don't make the demi color anymore, but let me know how y'all liked it. I really enjoy this color and I like it a lot. Thanks for picking this color, y'all. This was the winning color. Truly appreciate it, and I'll see y'all soon.